Hi, this is Pastor Jim from Emmanuel Lutheran Church here in Easton, Maryland. We're back with still another one of our children's moments. We continue walking through the Old Testament, and this week we come to Moses and the 10 plagues. It goes something like this. More than 400 years before, Joseph's family was given the land of Goshen to live in by Pharaoh. Yet a new Pharaoh treated the Israelites badly and made them his slaves. God sent Moses and Aaron to tell Pharaoh to let his people go. If you refuse, Aaron said, God will send terrible plagues until you do. But Pharaoh was stubborn and would not listen. So for 7 days, God turned Egypt's rivers and drinking water into blood. The fish died and the smell was terrible. But Pharaoh refused to obey God. Again Aaron said, "Let my people go and serve God, or he will send frogs all over Egypt." The plague of frogs was so terrible that Pharaoh nearly let the Israelites go, but then he changed his mind. Next, God sent a plague of lice. Everyone in Egypt was itching and scratching. Even Pharaoh's wise men said it was the work of God, but still Pharaoh was too stubborn to listen. Then God sent swarms of flies all over Egypt, but no flies flew in the land of Goshen. The plague of flies was so bad that Pharaoh was forced to send for Moses and Aaron. You can go a little way into the countryside to worship God, but only if you ask him to take the flies away, Pharaoh promised. Yet when the flies were gone, he changed his mind again. When Pharaoh still said he would not let the people go, God sent lightning and huge hailstones. Those storms stripped the leaves off the trees, started fires, and destroyed all of the Egyptians' food crops. Pharaoh still wouldn't change his mind, so God sent a sickness on all of the Egyptians' cows, and the Egyptian people got hungry, but the children of Israel's cows did not get sick. Moses asked Pharaoh again to let God's people go, but he still would not let them go. So God sent sores and boils on Pharaoh and all the Egyptians. They felt sick and sore, but still Pharaoh would not change his mind. Then God sent a great swarm of locusts throughout Egypt. They ate everything that was green and good to eat, but the locusts did not eat the crops belonging to the Israelites. Since Pharaoh would still not change his mind, God sent a thick, dark blackness all over Egypt, but the children of Israel had light where they lived. After God sent the 10th and final plague, in which all the eldest boys in every Egyptian family died, Pharaoh changed his mind. He told Moses, Aaron, and all the Israelites to go. The next day all the children of Israel left Egypt and began their journey to the land God had promised them. After 430 years of slavery, they were free, just as God had promised. One thing we can learn from this story is that we need to listen to God and do what he calls us to do. The best way to hear his direction is to ask him through prayer. Why don't you do so right now? Let's do that. Gracious Lord, help us to listen to you and your direction for our lives. Help us to come to you often and hearing what you say, that we might go in the directions you call us. May we follow your direction, your guidance, and your will for our lives. We ask this in Jesus' most precious name. Amen. Well, that's this week's story. If you'd like, you can download some pages where you can print out this story and color the pictures on your own. Go to emmanueleaston.org and look for the Children's Moment link for more. Blessings.